Let me tell you something that might shake you a little. The strongest woman you know didn't become powerful in applause. She became powerful in silence. In the quiet moments when no one clapped, when no one noticed, when no one came to save her. Strength is not born in noise. It is born in the spaces where her voice trembled, but she chose not to beg. It is born in the nights she cried into a pillow so no one would hear her breaking. It is born in the seconds she swallowed words because she realized not every battle deserved her breath. Silence is misunderstood. People think silence means weakness. They think it means surrender. But I have learned, and I want you to hear this, sometimes silence is the most radical act of self-respect a woman can choose. Because in silence, she is not reacting. She is observing. She is not collapsing. She is collecting herself. She is not defeated. She is deciding. There is a moment when a woman realizes that explaining herself to someone committed to misunderstanding her is emotional self-harm. And that's when something shifts. That's when silence stops being pain and starts becoming power. In that sacred quiet, she meets herself. Not the version shaped by expectations. Not the version performing for love, but the raw, unfiltered truth of who she is. And that is where her strength begins. There is a breaking point that no one applauds. It doesn't happen on a stage. It doesn't come with dramatic music. It happens in the middle of an ordinary day when she's washing dishes, driving home, or staring at her phone after another message that made her feel small. That breaking point is quiet. It's the moment she realizes she has been shrinking to keep someone else comfortable. It's the moment she notices she has been over-explaining, over-giving, over-apologizing, hoping love will finally feel safe. And suddenly she feels the weight of it all, the exhaustion, the ache in her chest from carrying conversations, relationships, expectations that were never equally held. And here's the truth: the world rarely sees this moment. They see her smile, they see her competence, they see her handling it. But they don't see the internal war, the questions racing through her mind. Am I too much, not enough, too emotional, too demanding? That war happens in silence. And instead of exploding outward, she turns inward. She begins to examine, to reflect, to ask herself harder questions than she's ever asked before. Why am I accepting this? Why am I afraid to lose what is already hurting me? That's the sacred turning point. Because when she stops begging for clarity from others and starts seeking clarity within herself, something extraordinary begins to form. Not anger, not revenge. Awareness. And awareness, born in silence, is the first muscle of real strength. There comes a moment, and if you've lived it, you know exactly what I mean, when she gets tired of explaining her heart, tired of defending her boundaries, tired of clarifying her intentions, tired of proving that her feelings are valid. And in that exhaustion, something sacred happens. She stops, not because she has nothing to say, not because she doesn't care, but because she finally understands that the right people don't require constant translation. You see, over-explaining is often a trauma response. It's the desperate hope that if she can just find the perfect words, the perfect tone, the perfect argument, she will finally be understood, finally chosen, finally safe. But here's the brutal truth. When someone is committed to misunderstanding you, no amount of explaining will create empathy in a heart that refuses it. And so she becomes quiet. That quiet isn't coldness, it's clarity. She begins to recognize the difference between connection and convincing, between love and labor, between being heard and being tolerated. Silence becomes her filter. She watches who leans in and who pulls away. She observes who respects her boundaries without negotiation. She notices who tries to provoke a reaction, because some people are only comfortable when she is defending herself. And when she refuses to perform, the dynamic shifts. Her silence exposes everything words once hid, and in that stillness, she discovers something profound. She doesn't need to justify her worth to people who benefit from her doubt. That realization, that is power taking root. Let's talk about something that changes everything. The moment she stops reacting, not because she doesn't feel, not because she's numb, but because she understands that Not every trigger deserves her energy. There is a certain kind of strength that is almost invisible. It's the strength of restraint. The strength of breathing through the surge of emotion instead of exploding. The strength of pausing when someone tries to provoke, belittle, or manipulate her into defending herself again. You see, some people are addicted to her reaction. They thrive on her explaining, crying, arguing, proving. Her emotional labor fuels their control. And when she reacts impulsively, she unknowingly hands over her power. But when she withholds reaction, something radical happens. Silence creates space. Space for her to think. Space for her nervous system to settle. Space for truth to surface. Instead of firing back, she studies the pattern. Instead of matching chaos with chaos, she chooses composure. And that composure, it is not weakness, it is discipline. Because real power is not loud. It does not scream to be recognized. It stands steady. When she stops reacting, the mask on the other person begins to slip. Manipulation needs engagement to survive. Drama needs participation. And when she refuses to play her assigned role, the entire script collapses. This is not about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming anchored in her values, anchored in her boundaries, anchored in the truth that she doesn't have to respond to every invitation to chaos. And in that anchored silence, her strength becomes undeniable. Let me tell you where her real strength was forged. Not in arguments, not in victories, not in applause. It was forged the dark, in the quiet nights when the world was asleep and she could no longer distract herself from the truth, when the phone stopped buzzing, when the noise faded, when there was nothing left but her thoughts echoing in the room. Silence at night is different. It's heavier. It doesn't let you hide. Those were the nights she had to sit with the uncomfortable questions. Why do I keep accepting less than I deserve? Why do I confuse intensity with love? Why am I afraid of being alone? No one saw those moments. No one clapped when she chose not to text back. No one celebrated when she resisted the urge to return to what was familiar but harmful. Those victories were private, and that's what makes them powerful, because facing yourself requires more courage than facing anyone else. It demands radical honesty. It demands that she look at her own patterns, not just other people's mistakes. It requires her to admit where she abandoned herself to avoid being abandoned by someone else. That kind of self-confrontation is brutal. But it is also transformative. In those silent nights, she didn't just mourn what hurt her. She started rebuilding herself, brick by brick, boundary by boundary, truth by truth. And when morning came, she looked the same on the outside, but inside, she was becoming unshakable. There is a quiet revolution that happens when a woman chooses herself, and she doesn't announce it. No dramatic speech, no social media declaration, no need to prove anything. She simply decides. She decides she will no longer chase clarity from someone who thrives on confusion. She decides she will no longer beg for consistency from someone addicted to unpredictability. She decides she will no longer shrink to fit into spaces that require her to be smaller than her spirit. And the most powerful part, she does it silently. Because when a woman is truly done, she doesn't argue. She doesn't threaten to leave. She doesn't try to scare someone into changing. She just shifts her energy. She stops overextending, stops overfunctioning. She redirects that energy inward toward healing, toward growth, toward peace. And at first, no one notices. The world continues as if nothing has changed. But inside her, everything has changed. The approval she once craved loses its grip. The fear of being misunderstood begins to loosen. The anxiety that once kept her hyper-aware starts to soften. Choosing herself is not selfish. It is self-respect in motion. And it requires extraordinary courage, because it means risking disappointment. It means accepting that not everyone will understand her evolution. Some will call her distant. Some will say she has changed, and she has. But she knows something now. The woman who abandons herself to keep others comfortable is not strong. The woman who stands alone, quietly aligned with her truth, that woman is unstoppable. Let's tell the truth about strength. It is often born in loneliness, not the dramatic kind. Not the cinematic kind, The quiet, ordinary loneliness of realizing that the people you would move mountains for would not cross the street for you. That realization hurts. It stings in places no one can see. It forces her to confront a painful truth. She has been pouring from a cup no one was helping her refill. And when she stops pouring, when she pulls back even slightly, she sees who notices and who only notices when they stop benefiting. Loneliness has a way of stripping illusions. In that silence, she begins to see the difference between being surrounded and being supported, between being wanted and being valued, between being needed and being loved. And at first, the quiet feels unbearable. The empty space where constant communication once lived feels loud. The absence of chaos feels unfamiliar. She questions herself. Did I overreact? Am I too sensitive? Should I have tried harder? But here's the shift. Instead of running from the loneliness, she sits in it. She allows it to teach her. She learns that solitude is not punishment. It is preparation. It is the training ground for self-trust. Because when she survives the silence without rushing to fill it, she builds something solid inside herself, a backbone formed from clarity, a nervous system that no longer depends on constant reassurance. Loneliness did not break her. It refined her. And in that refinement, her strength stopped depending on who stayed and started depending on who she was becoming. There is a defining moment in a woman's life, quiet, almost invisible, when she stops asking for permission to exist as she is, permission to feel deeply, permission to take up space, permission to say no without decorating it with guilt. For years, she may have softened her edges to be more digestible. She may have dimmed her light so others wouldn't feel threatened. She may have shaped her opinions carefully, filtering them through the fear of being labeled too much, too intense, too emotional. And then one day, in silence, she realizes something life-altering. The people who require her to shrink will never celebrate her expansion. That realization doesn't make her louder. It makes her clearer. She stops asking, is this okay? And starts asking, is this aligned with who I am? That shift is everything. Because when she no longer seeks external approval, she becomes internally anchored. Decisions stop revolving around how they will be received. Boundaries stop being negotiations. Her voice stops trembling when she speaks her truth. Silence becomes her sanctuary. In that quiet, she checks in with herself instead of scanning the room for reactions. She trusts her instincts more than opinions. She honors discomfort if it means integrity. And here's what's powerful. She doesn't need everyone to understand her. She doesn't need applause. She doesn't even need agreement. She needs alignment. The day she stopped seeking permission was the day she stepped fully into her own authority. And that authority was born, strengthened, and protected in silence. Here's the secret most people will never understand. Her strength is not meant to be seen. It's felt. It's in the way she carries herself when chaos swirls around her and she doesn't flinch. It's in the calmness of her voice when others are screaming. It's in the steadiness of her gaze when someone tries to provoke insecurity. Strength born in silence doesn't announce itself. It doesn't boast. It doesn't demand attention, but it shifts the entire room. It unsettles those who thrive on control. It inspires those who are ready to rise. She has learned that power is not in proving a point. It is in holding space, space for her own truth, for her own emotions, for her own growth. And in that space, she watches, she waits, she moves deliberately. People notice, even if they don't say it. The ones who respect her boundaries lean in naturally. The ones who once tried to manipulate her begin to falter. And the ones who don't belong drift away quietly, unmasked by her calm. Her strength is subtle, almost invisible. Yet it is undeniable. It is in the silence between words. It is in the choices she makes privately. It is in the self-respect she refuses to negotiate. By the time the world catches on, she has already transformed. She is no longer defined by who tried to limit her or diminish her. She is defined by the quiet courage that guided every decision she made when no one was watching. And this unseen, unspoken power is the kind that cannot be challenged because it is authentic, it is intentional, it is hers. And now, after all the silence, all the quiet battles, all the nights spent facing herself alone, she emerges. She is not loud. She does not need to announce her strength. It radiates naturally, effortlessly, from the core of who she has become. Every step she takes, every boundary she holds, every word she chooses carries the weight of a woman who has been forged in stillness. She has learned that true power is not in controlling others, proving a point, or demanding recognition. True power is in knowing her worth, honoring her truth, and walking unshakable through a world that often mistakes silence for weakness. The world may still underestimate her. People may still test her limits. But she knows something no one can take away. Her strength is self-owned. It does not depend on approval, on attention, or on anyone else's comprehension. She smiles at the chaos she once feared. She meets conflict with composure. She chooses connection with intention. And she walks away from anything that diminishes her light without regret, without explanation, without apology. The silence that once felt heavy is now her armor. The solitude that once terrified her is now her sanctuary. And the woman who once questioned her worth has become a force of undeniable resilience. This is the woman who was always meant to rise. This is the woman whose strength was born quietly, patiently, courageously. This is the woman who now stands fully herself, unbroken, unyielding, unstoppable. And in that presence, the world finally understands strength doesn't need to shout. It simply is.